I'm really embarrassed to share that I really like the AirPods Max. Okay, so this is Ahmed Bariki, but you can definitely call me Slorks. It's easier and shorter, but I got today the AirPods Max. Now I know I'm a couple months late, but I was one of those people that was stuck with getting the delayed emails of saying that those things were back ordered, and they've been back ordered and they're still back ordered. So one day I got a package coming in and the AirPods were in it. I completely forgot I even ordered these. I wanted them in blue specifically. I love blue and yellow, so that's why they came late, and that's why this review came later. I actually asked you, if you're not following me on Instagram, you can do that. I do have more Arabic content on it, but in due time, we're gonna have more English content there as well. But I asked my followers on Instagram, did you guys still care about this? Do you still wanna see a review? And a lot of people said, yes, we wanna know what you think about it and if it's worth it at this day and time compared to other headphones. So my frame of reference before I start reviewing these is obviously my favorite headphones of all time, the Sony WX-M4s, and they work perfectly. But in comparison to what you get with the AirPods Max, I like those, unfortunately. So the first thing that's gonna strike you when you see those headphones is obviously design. Apple was able to make a unique headset in an ocean of headphones that look completely different, and they were able to do that because of the materials that they used to create this headphone. And it all starts with the earpiece itself. It's magnetic, so you can remove it and you can wash it if you want it, because it comes with a fabric instead of the traditional cheap leather that you get. It's still squishy, so it's very comfortable to use for longer periods of time, and it has magnets, like I said, so it can stick on the back. And the cool thing is you can change those, so you can color match, but the not so cool thing is that they cost $60, which is a lot of money just for, but that's Apple for you, of course. And then you got the stainless steel handle, which is also built-in hydraulic, which allows you to adjust the headset in any way you like and form. It's pretty sturdy, so you can get away with any adjustment you want. You can make one longer or shorter than the other, which is something that you can do with the traditional plastic headsets. And then you got this silicone enclosure for the headset that wraps all around your head, and it feels soft, just like your silicone cases for the iPhones, for example. They feel the exact same way. I guess it's the same material, but Apple was thoughtful enough to put a braided net on the top of your head, because if you were going to have this type of material against your hair, believe it, you're going to get a headache, especially if you put them on and off a lot. You're going to have this be pulling on your hair, and it's going to be really, really uncomfortable. So this is the only part that's really touching your hair, and it's really comfortable putting them on and off. Flip them over, and we have the most controversial look of a headphone due to the aluminum that is used, machined from one piece, Apple style, for the enclosure of the drivers of those headsets. And it looks really, really nice, especially if you color match it with the headset itself. It kind of is reminiscent right now when I think about it of the new iMacs, right? You got that pastel blue tone, and you got that darker blue on the top, so it matches everything else that Apple makes and fits in really, really nice. And this is the uniqueness of what makes this headset so unique from all of the headsets in the market without even one single Apple logo on the entire thing. But at the end of the day, how do they fit and how do they sound? Because that's what's going to make you want to put them on for a very long time. And if they're comfortable but they sound like crap, you're not going to want to use them. And if they sound amazing but they don't feel comfortable, again, you're not going to want to use them. So how does that work? Well, first of all, they sound amazing, which is good. You're paying a lot of money, so they better sound good, and they do. Their drivers here, Apple has worked on them very, really well. And you notice Apple is getting much better with sound manipulation in terms of processing and all that stuff when they started working on the HomePods, and you can see that translate into what you get over here. Of course, you get spatial audio, you get active noise cancellation, you have ambient mode, and they work really, really well. And it's kind of intuitive because of the simplicity and the minimalistic design, where you get only that one button and the crown on top, so you can manipulate what you need to do with a cursor button. You can toggle between ambient mode and active noise cancellation, and then of course with the crown you can have the volume go up and down with very minimal ticking sound that gives you an alert whether you're actually going up and down in terms of sound. So they sound terrific. I have no problem with the way they sound. Is it the best active noise cancellation? Is it the best ambient mode? I still prefer the Sonys just because I think I'm used to them more, but those definitely have potential to be the best out there, in top 3, if not top 2. And if you think about it, that's a lot in a very demanding space that it's already filled to the gills with really good products like the Microsoft Studios or the Bose 700s or the classic QCs or even the Sony WX M3 or the M4. So those headphones sound really good and they fit also comfortably well. I thought that they were going to be heavier and it's going to be uncomfortable to use for a very long time, but I have been using them consistently over the last couple of days and I had no problem. Especially if you follow my Arabic channel, you'll notice that I'm going live with those things for 2 hours at a time, wearing them the whole time. They don't feel like they're heavy or they feel uncomfortable. The fabric across your skin and the netting on top of your head makes it really, really comfortable, and they don't feel heavier than your traditional headphones. So they nailed the comfort, they nailed the sound. Those are really good headphones. And of course, following up on the minimalistic design, like I said, there's only 2 hardware buttons here. There's only the button that is here to activate and toggle between active noise cancellation and ambient mode, and then the crown that is here so you can have adjustment for up and down. You don't need to feel around anywhere on the ears or the cupping, so you can get a much better user experience. And I like the fact that they did it this way because it's really reminiscent of the crown and the button that you already have on the Apple Watch. They just transferred that design language onto those headphones and makes it really unique and fitting, especially if you're already invested into Apple's ecosystem. Now for the ambient mode to work really, really well, you're gonna need microphones, and you have 3 microphones on each cup for the Airpods Max, and they work very, very well. And on top of that as well, you're gonna have sensors within the inlay of each cup, so when you're raised to wake or you remove them from your ear, the headphones know to stop the music and goes into standby mode. And all those things work effortlessly, especially pairing mode. When you just take them out of their case, they will automatically detect on your iPhone or your Mac or your iPad and seamlessly works together, just as you would expect anything from Apple. But the thing that I hated the most is obviously the case. This is the embarrassing part for me. They could have done much better. Apple has better designs, but this is the same company that still figured that the Magic Mouse, the only way to charge it is if you put it on its back and you use the lightning port on the bottom of it. And this is of course the same company that decided to charge the Apple Pencil first gen through the iPad Pro itself. So this case can definitely see a huge improvement. Maybe they'll do that with second gens of the Airpods Max. But for now, this case is the only way or mean of protection that you're going to get in the box with the Airpods Max. And they have this very nice inlay of Alcantara that's going to be there, that's going to protect obviously the most important parts of those headphones and magnetically will clip together. So that's how you're going to be carrying around those headphones. So you got the drivers and the aluminum part, very, very protected. And then the revealed part is obviously very durable, so you don't need to worry about it, anything happening to it. But this looks ridiculous. At the end of the day, for $550, it's a very expensive headset. You can buy any other headset and get something very similar, if not better, in terms of performance, especially if you go for the Sonys. But this is obviously an item that is made to stand out when people look at you and you use it in public, and people will be like, oh, those are the new AirPod Max. Oh, he's using an AirPod product or whatever. And this is exactly what Apple is going for. If you already are that person that's invested in Apple's ecosystem, those are the best headset that you're going to need because they go very well with all the other products that you have. So this should be an easy decision for you if you have the money to buy those, which I assume that you do, given that you already have all those other expensive products from Apple. But if you're somebody that does not have Apple ecosystem whatsoever, no, don't even think about buying those. There's other options out there that are cheaper and give you the same on par quality, if not better, especially again with the Sonys, because those only work well if you're already invested in that Apple ecosystem. As a standalone headset, I don't see the reason why you should spend that much money. So in a nutshell, that's my belated review of the AirPods Max. Hope you liked the video. And again, we're keeping our promise. So please consider subscribing if you enjoy this type of content. Give the video a thumbs up and leave your comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take it easy.